Hey, I'm Jeff the Junk Seller, and this presentation is going to be about the flea market at Livingston, Texas, at Pedigo Park. They hold it 4 times a year, 2 times in the spring and 2 times in the fall. They had it here last month. We heard reports that it was a really good sale, and I came here this month. Everybody reports that it's not quite as good as it was last month, but I only did about $650. I think $653 in sales. Not much better than I did at Winnie, but I'm going to tell you that my experience here was so much more pleasant because the people were more pleasant. I sold a lot of stuff. People would just come. I had a coffee pot priced $18. A lady just came and gave me a $20 bill. That same coffee pot, I offered that at Winnie, and I had it priced at $15, and I offered it to somebody for $12, and they came back and offered me $8 for it. It was just the comparison between Winnie and Livingston is just night and day. It was a much more pleasant market, even though I didn't make too much more money, and we had better weather. But it's still it's just a better place. It's a better audience here, and we're not but 100 miles from Winnie. It's not an economics thing or a regional thing. It's just the people that go to that market. And I got here on the 11th, and I'll leave here on the 17th. The sale actually ran from the 14th to the 16th. Anybody that knows me knows that I don't always measure the success of a sale on how much money I raise. Shopping really counts a lot. And my buddy Dave had sold me a doll. I think it was back in February, about 9 months ago. I bought a doll from him for $40. It was a brown baby. It was a K and R. Something in Reinhardt. I can't think of the name, but it will be in the pictures that I show here, because David brought me a book. I believe he gave me the book on the 15th of the month. It came over and showed me page 82 and said, "Hey, is this the doll that I sold you?" And I said, "Yeah, it is. It was a $1,200 doll back in this price guide was 1985, and most prices of dolls have fallen since the 80s. I mean, that was a 40-year-old price guide. But except for the rare stuff. The rare stuff has actually improved in value, while the more common stuff has diminished in value. And in the description in this book, they say that this doll, the brown Kaiser baby is what it is. It's a K&R number 100, but they say that the brown one is very, very rare. And I've put it to quite a few doll collectors, and nobody's ever seen one of them. There's been a lot of suggestion that it was done with just dyed with boot polish, and it almost looks like it is. And I worried about that when I bought the doll. That was part of the speculation, was that I might be buying a vandalized doll. It turns out that it's actually factory like that. But with that, I bought 2 more dolls from him yesterday. I guess it was the 16th. I paid $70. I got a small K&R Kaiser and Reinhardt doll, and another little black baby doll. And the black baby doll, I can't think of the name of the maker right now. It had a woman's name, Susan something, but it had a 1923 patent on it. And I put the 2 dolls in front of him and asked him what he wanted for them, and he sold them to me for $70. And if I do ever end up with a shop, these will be the kind of material that I want to stock. But I had a pretty good week. The Preston Guild Cup that I bought at the estate sale on November the 4th. Have a buddy that watches the channel, and he looked it up on WorthPoint for me and found a 2014 comp where that cup sold for $294.40, and I paid $5 for it. And I knew when I bought that stuff at that sale that the cup had the potential to be the best thing out of the group, and it seems to be true. Um, and I bought a coin. I paid $250 for the 1877 trade dollar. I bought that on November the 8th, thinking that it might be a $350 coin, but there may be an issue with it. It may be a contemporary counterfeit. They were counterfeiting these back in the 1870s and 1880s, and I may have pissed away $250. I'm not sure yet. It weighs right. There's just some things about it that I don't like the appearance of. And the problem with trade dollars is it's hard to get them at a price that you can make any money on them, and it is the second most counterfeited coin in U.S. coin in history. But I had that, and I had the butter dish, the Pyrex, the Pilgrim print butter dish. That's about $125 online. I was offering it for $80 out here and didn't get any bites, but it's still a bit of a trophy. A lot of people were attracted to it. A lot of people knew that it was a rare piece. There were Pyrex collectors that told me that they'd never seen one before. I just couldn't get them to spring the money for it. And I got the Harding Black picture on November 11th. I paid $25 for it at Habitat for Humanity. And it's about a $400 picture, $450, something like that. But I had a great I had a great week of buying. Not really too much sales though, and everybody's reporting that the sales are really off everywhere except at Canton. I had some friends at Canton last month and the month before. They're having record months out there, but this market was pretty tough. I did sell plenty. I met a lot of decent people. The people that were abusive were the distinct minority. Were at Livingston, they were the distinct majority. We still had a couple of pricks. I had some milk glass tumblers that I was offering 5 of them for $10, and a lady offered me $5 for the 5 of them. And a lot of guys sell those for $4 and $5 a piece. It was already priced at a substantial discount at $10 for the set of them. But there's a lot of stuff that I bought when I was in Shreveport that I was able to sell and for a profit here. A lot of recent purchases were able to get pushed pretty well here, so I can't complain. It's survivable, and I accumulated a lot of material wealth. So for me, that's a win. Even though I didn't get rich cash wise, I grew in material wealth. But if you've liked this presentation, then please give it a like and view some of my other material. If you like that as well, then please subscribe. But thank you for viewing.